Hello, everybody, and welcome into the stream. Do not ask for me, bells, tolls for me. I was indisposed. Anyway, welcome to Warmachine, originally a tabletop war game. They were so high on their horse that they decided to go ahead and make a video game at one point about it. And the reception was mixed, but I feel like at this point it's going to be the best way to show off the universe that I love so much. Can you play a little bit loud? Maybe. So it is one of the coolest universes that I've ever experienced. I used to have encyclopedic knowledge about damn near everything about it. We'll see how much that is degraded over time. Hopefully I've still got enough left in the tank to be interesting about it. But there's definitely a single player campaign that we're going to go through. I never finished it at the time because I was so early to trying to finish it that it was basically still in beta and they hadn't finished the campaign at the time. So we're going to get to the point where I was at. We're only probably going to get a couple missions in. Because it's a tactical turn-based game. But we're going to get a slice of the Iron Kingdoms today. So I hope that you are all ready. Campaign 1.
This tribunal has convened in accordance with Signarin military law to assist the ongoing inquest into the unknown whereabouts of Commander Dalen Sturgis during and following operations in the southern Thornwood region, conducted the 3rd and 4th week of Ashtovin this past year. Lieutenant Journeyman Allison Jakes, you have confirmed under solemn oath to His Majesty, King Leto Railthorn, that you were the last person alive to have contact with Commander Sturgis. Before we proceed, please state for the record your relationship with the Commander.
He is my commanding officer, and he has been my mentor for the past 13 months since I completed my journeyman warcaster training at the Strategic Academy in Caspia.
And can you render for the Tribunal the nature of the Commander's disappearance?
Commander Sturgis is dead, Your Honor.
Despite great effort, Lieutenant Jakes, the body of Commander Sturgis has not been recovered. How can you be certain of his death?
I killed him.
So we're starting off with the trial of Allison Jakes. In a bit of a flashback, we will be seeing the events leading up to that. There's a lot of terms being thrown around.
It was all very straightforward. The Khadorans had advanced their front nearly all the way to the Dragon's Tongue, but they were spread thin. We would break their line and retake Fisherbrook, then move the 29th Brigade into the Thornwood, 1 battalion at a time by rail, with the 7th Infantry and mount an offensive to push the Khadorans north out of the forest. Commander Sturgis had sent me to Hartford's Ferry to relay his order that the rest of the 1st Battalion move up in preparation to deploy.
It's not that they don't have to move their mouths to talk. It's more like everything there was a photograph from the tribunal.
It was a day's travel there and back, so I left my charger at our forward camp in order to make the trip faster. I don't know why the commander sent me instead of a runner. I should have guessed it was a test. It was always a test. Only this one I had failed before it began.
Would I like to do a guided tutorial? I probably should. So, a lot of terms being thrown around. We got Signar, which is the blue nation here. Most of the factions are color-coded, so once you start to recognize them, they're pretty obvious. The Khadorans are the red guys over here. They are typically the aggressors in whatever conflict that they are in. We've got Warcaster, which is a spellcaster who is given the gift of being able to psychically control the giant robots, which we might be able to see later on in this tutorial. We've got, what else? Dragon's Tongue is a river. Something about shipping. I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. So we are taking, this is going to be the story of Jake's and the way that she basically came to be put on trial for murdering her commanding officer in the military. Warcasters typically go through a journeyman process where they are stapled onto an actual warcaster to get combat training and basically show them the ropes. And that's kind of where we pick up on Jake's journey.
Sergeant, report!
Bloody Reds came out of nowhere, Lieutenant. No warning. Scattered our line and cut us off from the command squad.
Damn it! Where are you, bandit?
Reds, left flank!
Got WADs. Rotate. Spacebar to continue. She's the leader of my squad. The only named person, you don't say. She's also most the important member of your squad. If she dies, the mission is lost. Very important. The World of War machine is steam powered, so a lot of things are going to have smokestacks on them, or be very simple kitted. But the Warcaster is typically known because of their backpack, which is going to be a steam-powered suit of power armor that enhances their strength using their innate magic, and also gives them a force field that will absorb a lot of damage. It's very useful for not getting your Warcaster killed, because if the Warcaster dies, and the Warjack, for example, this one, they just shut off if the Warcaster dies, so it's very important to take out the enemy Warcaster. I'm kind of wondering why these guys aren't dealing with this. Maybe it's because I'm frozen in time. Well, she's twitching. They're very loud, so maybe if he was turned on proper. We'll see. Let's select Allison Jakes by clicking on her. Unit who commits to an action is activated. You must finish the whole activation. For a unit's activation, they get a movement action and then a combat action. It is important to note that most of them have to do it in that order, especially in the tabletop game. Unit that has available actions must be deselected manually to end its turn. To deselect a unit, press X or the deselect unit button. The unit is already committed to an action, this will end their activation. It will not be able to activate again until your next turn. The game tries to follow the logic of the tabletop to the best of its ability, and it does so with an amount of success. There are things that you just can't replicate, and I'm sure that I could identify them when they pop up, but it does a decent job of trying. Operation of the guide tutorial deselection will be disabled. Sure. Let's move Allison to the highlighted location by right-clicking the target square. The action bar at the bottom of the screen displays the unit's available actions. Can't see it. Ah, there we go. We're making an attack displayed above the action panel. You see the chance to hit, critical chance to hit. Range off the unit's range attack. Rat. Compared against the target's defense, determines the chance to hit. Let's ready a ranged attack. Wound that wounded winter guard. Wait. First. Clicking the attack icon. Okay. Do hand cannon. Where? So these are my spell or spell. Yeah, spells. Where? Oh, heavens to Betsy, I'm already lost. There we go. It's automatically selected. Nice shot! The resulting damage of an attack will be equal to the damage stat of the attack minus the target's armor stat. This is very much like the game. The damage of an attack can vary by up to 1 point. The damage stat of weapons is the average value. Allison's hand cannon is a damage of 6. The damage dealt average damage, which is reduced by the armor stat of 1, dealing 5 damage. So in the video game, they use a very simplified system. So in the tabletop, imagine the armor stats were like 10 higher, because you have to do... I don't know the internal logic of it, but it involves D6s on being able to hit, but, you know, the game's going to do things in the ways that it's easiest for the game to do, but on the tabletop, the math just works
We're
differently.
overrunning our position, ma'am. Recommend we fall back till the commander arrives.
You call yourself a gravedigger?
Ma'am.
Well, who are you planning on putting
Ma'am.
in those graves, Sergeant? Ours or theirs?
Understood, ma'am.
Hold your ground. End your turn by clicking End Turn button at the top of your end turn. Ah, there it is. Bandit, no. Ouch. Let's return the favor. Units that are engaged in melee cannot make range attacks, so Allison can no longer use her hand cannon. If you noticed the Iron Fang over here, when he hit her with the lance, it made a gunpowder sound. That's because the Iron Fangs were originally an evolution from essentially a hunting set of armor, where they had a lance, and they would go out into the wilderness and hunt bears with their lances, because the bears in Kato are plentiful and aggressive. And so they have these explosive-filled lances that they would stick into bears to blow them up from the inside. The armor is relatively bear-proof because of the giant shoulders. The bear couldn't land a direct hit and swipe the head off. And so it just, by sheer happenstance, ends up being extremely good when fighting warjacks. If you slap armor-piercing explosives at the end of the lance and just shove them inside the delicate components of giant robots. Allison has 2 melee attacks, Mechanica Blade and Parrying Dagger. Attacking with melee weapons, your melee attack score compared against the target's defense determines your chance to hit. Very much like that, except for it's a melee attack instead of ranged attack. Ooh! A unit can attack with each of their weapons and select attack during the combat action. Let's try that now. Select Allison, melee attacks button in the action, followed by execute. Allison attacks, melee attack, execute. Nice melee attack. Nice cock. Now let's talk about focus, what it is and what you can do with it. All warcasters have a special resource called focus. The amount of available focus they have is determined by their focus stat. Allison has 4 focus because she's a journeyman and doesn't have enough experience to have any more than that. The average is 6. Her remaining focus can be seen in the portrait in the upper left corner of the screen under her outline. Beginning of every turn, your warcaster will generate all of their focus. Focus can be sent to improve the accuracy of the attack. It will increase your accuracy stat by 3, greatly improving your odds of hitting. Let's try that now. Boost the accuracy of your second attack by clicking the boost attack button so it lights up in the next. Where is the number 2? Boost to hit. So there is a variance around here. Focus, focus. There's a pizza on your focus. I can't help but think of the Breaking Bad clip where Walter throws a pizza on the roof, and then it's just like there for a couple episodes because nobody bothers to get it down. Nice job. Focus can be used to buy additional attacks. Click the melee attacks button again and buy an additional attack with mechanical blade. Melee attack for that. Focus can be used to boost the damage of an attack. Boosting damage increases the damage of the attack by 2 to 4. Let's buy another attack and boosting the damage. Buy another attack and boost the damage. Maybe he'll actually die. He did. Out of turn action available. Now we'll see one of Allison's passive advantages in action. Allison has an advantage called Sprint. When a unit with Sprint kills an enemy with a melee attack, they get a free move at the end of the activation. Let's make that movement happen. End the turn. Zoomed in on the corpse for some reason. Using Allison, she's not there anymore, but just imagine that she's where we're deciding to focus on. Let's charge this Winter Guard. Charging allows you to move your speed plus 3 squares towards an enemy and make a melee attack. Use the initial melee attack of one of your weapons, and the damage of the attack is automatically boosted. Charging is almost always best, unless your opponent has, like, something that stops it. Charge attacks button, right click on the selected destination to find those attacks. So you attack, charge attack, that guy. Murdered the hell out of him. No other available targets. There's a... Oh, I guess he died. We'll end at Jace's activation. Let's sprint her closer to her warjack. Let's. Your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Bandit is the name of Allison's Charger class warjack. Let's select Allison so that we can activate Bandit. Open up the abilities tab. Review. Run. Yes. So outside of the blue, you don't get to attack or do other things. Once the game, contextual abilities will become available. Occasionally be used for actions like reactivating warjacks. Using gate controls and planting explosives. In this case, we will reactivate them. Let's click on the action button. Lower right of the action bar marked with a circle and reactivate Bandit.
Don't think you're sitting this one out. Not a word to Sturgis about this. Not so much as a whistle. Let's make the commander proud!
So warjacks have a rudimentary intelligence. They are more than just a simple robot, and they'll develop quirks and stuff over time based on their combat experience. They can't talk, but they can communicate with their warcaster through their psychic bond. And the warcaster can concentrate to see through their eyes to get kind of a better view of the battlefield at certain times, or to steady their aim and, like, basically use their guns or weapons. It's really cool. I'm telling you guys. Ability control warjacks is at the core of what makes warcasters so special. Warjacks added to your squad are considered to be in a special group, referred to your warcaster's battle group. Spells and abilities that affect your battle group will affect all of your warjacks and your warcaster. Select Bandit and move him towards the Winter Guard that just joined us. Which Winter Guard? Those Winter Guard. Now that you have a warjack, focus allocation panel will appear on the top right of the beginning of your turn. During the allocation phase, you can allocate up to 3 focus to your war from your warcaster to each of your warjacks. Warjacks must be within your warcaster control area to be allocated focus. Control area is indicated by yellow boundary around the warcaster. That's what the big yellow thingy has been this entire time. Twice the focus base stat. Yeah. Warjacks who have been allocated focus can also spend focus to boost accuracy and damage, as well as the attack to buy in additional attacks. It also allows them to run, charge, and perform power attacks. Jakes can just do those last one on her own. He kind of has to be forced. You got to stoke the fires a little bit. Let's allocate 3 focus to Bandit now. And see if we can cause some damage. Charger class warjacks. Chargers have a special weapon quality on their dual cannon called Powerful Attack. Powerful Attack causes both the accuracy and damage of the attack to be boosted by for only 1 focus. What a deal! Let's give it a shot. Select the range attack dual cannon button. Boost the attack and shoot the winter guard. You attack. Boost to hit. Damage gets on. Boom! Ah, boom! He's gonna have some pretty devastating results, such as just murdering that guy immediately. He had a family. Range attacks also have a stat called Rate of Fire. The Charger's dual cannon has a rate of fire of 2. That's because there's 2 barrels on it. See? The designers are so clever. Units may continue to buy melee attacks as long as they have focus, but range attacks can only be purchased up to the weapon's rate of fire. Let's buy another attack with dual cannon and boost the attack and damage. Uh-oh, we rolled low. Make sure to look at a unit's info for information about their weapon stats and potential weapon qualities. Congratulations, you've concluded the guided portion of the tutorial. You should now know the basics you'll need to finish off the remaining Khadorans. That's plural for some reason. Infantry, and Surgeon have now been added to your squad. Squad's not the battle group. It's something else entirely. From this point onward, the battle is completely in your hands. I wonder if there's an achievement for losing the tutorial. Alright, Jakes. Let's get you... position... shoot this kid and miss immediately. When a unit forgoes the movement action, it gains +1 ranged attack on range attacks during that activation. Got it. In the turn, you have one of... oh, right. I have dudes now. Oh, smoke bombs, right. Trenchers have those. Hold this one. Concealment gives +1 defense against range attacks. Concealment stacks with cover, cloud effects, as well as sub-spells and abilities grant cover. Great, that's because I have a smoke effect like that. It's hard to see from far away, probably for a reason, but it's there. Got it. We're just gonna have Bandit. Can you see the guy? Yes, you can.
Look, I came back like I said I would. Everything worked out just fine.
Man of war!
So men of war are what happens when Khador realizes that everything is moving towards warjack combat, and they need a response to it, because Khador is the land of the north, but they lack several of the precious metals required to produce enough cortexes to create enough warjacks. So all the Khadoran warjacks is big honking behemoths covered in armor, because they can't afford to keep losing the brains of the operation. They're expensive, they're hard to produce. Thignar, through its trades and abundant resources and just lucky geography, essentially, are able to mass produce enough to create light warjacks, such as the Charger here, which can be made in more abundance than the heavier chassis that the Khadorans require. In response to this, Khador decided the only way to go about this is that, well, we don't have the expensive materials. What's an extremely cheap material that we have an abundance of? Well, in the frozen north of Khador, we have square footage. And what's on that square footage? Dudes. And what can we do with dudes? Dudes are pretty good at doing whatever you can put them inside of. So they each have a guy strapped in a steam-powered set of armor and gigantic axes and shields that a normal person could not lift. That's like a 300 to 500 pound shield and axe, which makes them devastatingly effective. They've got a whole cannon on the front of these things, just in case they need to shoot some bitch, because they are extremely slow. Like, yeah, steam powered armor, it ain't going anywhere in a hurry. But goddamn it, that is probably 4 to 5 inches of just the big blade of steel between anything vital and the opponent's gun. I used to love these guys. They were so cool. They had a horrible habit in lore of if you deal an amount of damage that actually punctures the armor, it would actually vent steam directly into the suit of armor and cook the person inside like a lobster. It was bad. That's just a giant boiler on the back. The entire back half of this is a boiler to power the stupid thing. They were also super expensive when they first were released in metal on the tabletop. They were like, it was like $80 for a unit of 3 or something ridiculously expensive. Like, you could not run Man of Wars, honestly. Anyway. Shield wall. When a unit enters shield wall, it gains +2 armor and additional 1 armor for each additional adjacent friendly unit in the shield wall up to a max of 4. So these guys, in the lore, they're locking shields. It's a phalanx. It's what they do. They move in a little armored procession. When an attack is fully outside the target's attack arc, it gains +1 accuracy and +1 magic attack. When making a backstrike against a target with the shield ability, the attacker ignores the +1 bonus granted by the shield. Yes, because the shield's facing forward. That's why facing is important. Alright, we got more guys. We unfortunately also have freaking Man of Wars bearing down on us, so Jakes, get behind cover. That's the end of your turn. You, get behind cover. Stop standing on top of that thing. Yes, I'm not. It's fine. Oh. I guess we don't have to deal with all the Man Wars after all. Hi, Sturgis.
Commander Sturgis, I didn't expect you here.
Lieutenant Jakes, what quality makes a warcaster more effective than every other soldier on the battlefield?
Warjacks, sir. The ability to mentally control and augment the power of warjacks.
Well then, when did you decide you didn't want to be a warcaster anymore?
It won't happen again, sir.
What are you talking about? I literally used that thing as often as I could. A pointy end goes that way. Amazing achievement. This is all new. I don't remember any of this since I played. This whole victory screen did not exist when I played originally. Everything's got a point value for the multiplayer aspect of the game. Because things are more powerful. I don't know what to tell you. Good job. So, yeah, this is a heavy warjack. It's probably twice the size of the one that I have. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a gun. Hi, Jakes. I have apparently leveled up a little bit. +1 bonus to her melee attack rating. Because I stabbed a guy.
She's a grand city, Corvus. Not as majestic as Caspia, or as metropolitan as Cyril, but perhaps more admirable than either given the threats that surround her.
From here, you'd never know Corvus had a care in the world.
And yet, with the war so close, her people meet each day with fear and uncertainty.
Why don't they leave? Why not flee to Caspia?
Why don't you?
I chose to fight.
Indeed. Signarans don't give up their homes without a fight. That is who we are. But to those people in that city, on their knees before Moro every night to pray for another sunrise, what you are is far more important. 1 in a million can do what you can do, can aspire to what you can become. Never forget what you are, Allison. When you tremble inside, when your training fails you, remember that you are above all other things, a warcaster.
Technically, my mentorship had come to an end. This was my first
the
combat
audio
deployment
files
as a
in this game
journeyman
is weird.
warcaster, and I was eager to get into the fight. But more than anything, I wanted to live up to Commander Sturgis' expectations. The Cadorans had captured Fisherbrook, a small river town with a logging railroad that ran between the Thornwood coal mines and the Dragon's Tongue.
They mentioned Morrow in that one previously. Morrow is one of the gods
The train was an
of the
essential
humans.
part of the commander's deployment strategy, so the first order of business was to take back the town. Commander, we seem to have forgotten something, like our army?
An all-out siege will cost lives we can't spare. You and I will breach those walls with a surgical strike. Then we can move the battalion up safely.
By surgical, you mean...
You keep the Reds off me while I get those main gates open.
Sir, there must be dozens of them.
You're right. Hardly a fair fight. All they have are guns, spears. Well, we've got warjacks.
They call that a target-rich environment. So there's... Humanity has several gods. The important ones for the civilized people are Menoth, the creator of Mayhem, who's very much the kind of fire and brimstone, New Old Testament kind of god. He is judgmental and he kind of requires absolute obedience. A lot of people have moved off to, especially in the South, to worshipping Morrow, who is a more forgiving, collectivist sort of god. He is allowed? Yeah, pretty much. Morrow is more of a collectivist god. He believes in the people and supporting each other and just being a pretty good guy. There's not really anything wrong with Morrow. And then Amar, which is the twin of Morrow. She is the opposite. She's individualistic. She is kind of a power at any cost kind of person, and anybody that gets in your way, they don't matter all that much. There are other ones, but those are the important ones. The other ones don't really matter that much. I mean, or they're not even human gods, really. There are gods, but Yeah, anyway. So let's go ahead and I'm going to have you start to run. Other than that... The camera doesn't seem all that far, so I don't know where anybody is in this combat. We just got rows of dudes. Run. Continue to face that way. No, you're good. And then Jake's, we will also have you run. We will have you run to. Oh.
Quickly, Jakes! Don't let them exit that bunker!
There are so many!
Improvise!
Improvise with what? There's nothing here but a bunch of wrecks and oil drums and... Oh!
Move onto the raised platform and shoot the barrels to block the barrels. Sure wish I had done that before I had... Oh, right. Bandit's kind of outside that area now, so I can't allocate to him. Fine. So we'll just have you... Archer, have Easter over here. We'll have you shoot at the guy behind him. Surges will probably deal with that. I was having a little bit of trouble hearing that. You face that way.
My life for Signar!
That way. I'm gonna shoot this guy. And then we'll have you shoot this guy. Oh, you got like one. Alright, Jakes. She's zooming. He never stood a goddamn chance. Once again, outside of my control area, it is what it is. Can I shoot the barrel? I can. Reduce damage. I don't know how much hit points that thing has.
The other side, quickly!
Sir, I might need to borrow some more bullets, or...
Too much chatter, Lieutenant! Move it!
Yes, sir!
Shut up and do your job. Yeah, she's done. We could stand right here. Yeah, he's got rooms in there. And we'll be able to, we'll still be able to shoot a guy. Well, looks like that guy lit himself on fire. Oh, you can see somebody from there.
Iron Fangs, stay clear of their blasting pikes or they'll take you off your feet.
Really don't think bringing along a few trenches would have been helpful.
Concentrate, Jakes. Don't forget your magic.
She has magic? Oh, right. We don't need to use it this turn, but she has a spell called Energizer, where she can move everything in her area a little bit. Warjack cannot be knocked down, pushed, forced, or slain. That costs 3, though. We should probably cast that next turn. But, as it is now, we'll do a little bit of damage. Range attacks and an engaged target. Warjacks -2 range attack when making a range attack against a target engaged in melee. Spellcaster casting a spell against a target that they are engaged with does not suffer this penalty. Got it. So we'll give him 1. Attack flash. If Sturgis hits the same target with both of his initial melee attacks, he can immediately teleport 3 squares. Neat. So now we'll cast Side. Not available. There are no visible target. Over to here. Hopefully you've got a visible target there. There we go. So applied sidekick. And then you can still shoot that. Shoot at him, not actually hit. Are all these guys dead? It appears so. Somehow. Nice ragdoll physics, Gil. We just got brained by a hammer that can cause an earthquake. So we have to pay for sidekick using one of our focus points. The initial cost to cast it was 3, but to upkeep it on the one guy, that's not free, but a lot cheaper than recasting it every turn. Other than that, I think we're probably gonna need Jakes to have a bunch. We could have you have 1 and then just shoot at one of these guys and you can boost a hit. Oh. We can just have
Hold
him
them
shoot
off!
that.
The gates are almost open!
Oh, sure, take your time. I can do this all day. Next time, though, let's bring along a little more firepower.
She is a bit whiny at this point of the story. Boost the damage definitely. Dang it. Nice crit. Additional attack. Sturgis, you're supposed to be dealing with the gate, not killing all the winter nerds. Okay, same thing probably. Keep sidekick. Give him a focus point. We'll have Jake's go. We'll have her boost to hit against that guy, so we can hopefully just deal a point of damage. Hell yeah. Out of attacks? Can I rotate my facing? Am I just facing the wrong direction, like I'm looking that way? Alright. Sprint. We will sprint over to here. And enter. This feels a bit XCOM now that I'm thinking of it. Uh-oh. Jakes, you're supposed to live. We'll shake the knockdown. When he hit me with the blasting pike, the benefit of that is that it exploded in my face and knocked me over. So you have to pay a cost to be able to stand up. Otherwise, you have to lose your movement, which isn't the worst thing, but yeah. And then we've got a charger. We could have him shoot the guy, or just have Jake's way off the guy. We'll just have two. Shift yourself, sir. Very little chance of actually hitting that. Jakes? Jakes, we have an objective to keep, and it involves you not dying, please. Please don't get killed by an Iron Fang. These missions take a while. Thank you. Oh, good. Okay. We might actually be able to do something. Thank God. Alright. Deselect unit, and then have you run over to here.
My life for Signar!
Feels like I'm moving kind of turn. So we will cast Sidekick or Energizer, which is gonna move me a little bit, and then move you a little bit. And back to Jake's, and then you are just gonna skedaddle on over here. And then he actually gets activated, and we're just gonna go and be the boogeyman for this particular idiot hiding behind cover. I did run, so I can't do anything else, so that's the end of his turn. Wasn't the death he was expecting. in theory, I should be able to upkeep sight pick from outside of the area, but I guess not. In the war game, if you had an upkeep spell, that was just the end of it. You could upkeep it no matter how far away your target is. Just recast it. Will somebody please think of the time to kill? Move Allison to the gate controls to open the gate. They just have gate controls on the outside? Why is Sturgis going for the gate controls? Boy. There's an ability.
Ah, reinforcements. Just in the nick of time. Well, not quite, but better late than never, I suppose.
Lieutenant Jakes,
Commander.
your
Commander.
performance today.
Too much talking, sir. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. They wish one after lighting achievements. The opposing army destroyed. Nothing. They didn't destroy a single damn thing we had. Oh, an extra focus. God, focus is such a good stat. The upgrade.
Fisherbrook was still crawling with Cadorans, and there wasn't time to root them all out. Commander Sturgis sent me ahead with a squad to secure a safe route to the train station, while he set up defenses to cover the battalion's advance from the attack outside the town. But something was bothering him. He warned me that fighting inside the town would be tighter, closer quarters. He was concerned I was too dependent on my training and didn't have enough experience in urban combat.
You must adapt to every situation, Jakes. Use every element of your environment to your advantage. Your greatest weapon can be the battlefield itself.
Yes, sir.
I'll meet you at the train station.
Not
Stay
even the
alert, grave
simplest
diggers.
of jaw
Check
movements
every
for
house,
these
every corner.
require processing power. They give me a Lancer. Well, well, well. Fuck! $70-something% chance to hit. Nothing. Nothing within your charge range, so we could run. We just have to clear the town, so... Just get to cover. What else do I have? Dudes. I'm controlling the dudes this time. You have a charge attack. Hell yeah. Get in there. Bayonet charge. Oh shit, I've triggered something. Yeah, there's guys. We knew that. So combined range attack units with combined range attacks may improve their accuracy and damage by unleashing their attacks in a unified volley with the other units that have the combined range attack. Period. During this combat action, a unit with a combined range attack can choose to make a combined range attack against another unit. This ends the unit's activation and puts the unit in a waiting state, as indicated by a line drawn to its target from the game shade's character. Subsequent friendly units that make a combined range attack against the same unit will be added together with all the other friendly units making a combined range attack against the target. At any point during the player's turn, he or she can select a unit with the Karak group to trigger the attack from all the units in that group. The chosen unit is the primary attacker, and the attacker will use that unit's round and damage of its weapons, and all other relevant stats for the attack. This attack receives a bonus of +1 rat and +2 damage to the attack, which increases by an additional 1 and 2 damage for each participant. Got it. So we'll queue you up, and then we'll have you... Oh, they even tell you which squares you can stand in to still participate? That's so cool. Yeah, in the tabletop, that's one of the conceits of the game, is that you have to have one unit go and then another unit go. In the tabletop, you have groups of like 6 or 10 guys, and they all move and activate at the same time. So you just say, oh, these 5 are doing a combined range attack, and then you just roll 1 dice. Do all that math internally. This one, because it's smaller groups and you're moving them individually, they had to find a workaround, because they really wanted the range attack thing to happen. Combined range attack. You get into cover. Do it up. Go. That one guy is just in perfect cover. So this is a target-rich environment for the Lancer. The Charger can have one.
Blimey!
Blimey! Oh, he's a Grenadier. Okay, weird. This guy is invincible. I don't understand it. Take the free strike. Hit me. It doesn't matter. He has a small hand axe, and I am 8 tons of metal. So not that guy. That guy. And we're gonna boost the hit. Jesus Christ, he's actually immortal. Fucking Christ, what the hell, man? I need to run there. There's just a warjack in my way.
Blimey!
Charge that man. Can you charge? No. Okay, finally rolling some criticals. The karmic dice have activated, I guess. And then this character, we're just going to have you get into cover. This feels very much like a moving kind of turn. So we'll have Jake's activate first. She's going to cast Energizer. And that's going to have my battle group move up a little bit. And then continue Jake's turn. Can you charge anybody? No. So we're just going to move you up. Face that way. And then shoot that guy. Good damage. Good damage. Good answer. Good answer. No. Weird. Oh, I guess it's because he's so far away. He was basically barely in range, so the other guys don't have the option to participate in the command range attacks. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, don't face the wall. Nope. Nope. What are you doing? Cease. Okay, so you are just going to... Why are you going all the way around? Okay, you run to here. Now you run over to here. Those guys have been activated. Like a Russian sleeper agent. I can't move both of these guys. Blimey! At the same time, but you can just have them all run. I'm not going to say the Winter Guard are underfunded, but all that they give them when charging into battle is a hand axe, which is also used to cut firewood in the cold north, and a little blunderbuss that has the shortest range in the game. They are, however, extremely cheap points-wise, because it's the frozen north. There's just a million guys, and they're very patriotic. There's millions of them. Their training is also not the best, so their stats are pretty crappy. They also tend to do the combined melee / combined range attack thing. Okay, so methinks it's going to be of these kind of turns. We'll give you all the focus. You are going to... You are going to charge the bear. Didn't I give you enough to boost a hit? Mayhaps. You are going to charge to here. Screw that guy in particular. Anything you can do? I guess just move up to there.
Yes, sir.
You can't stab that guy from there? No visible target. Maybe, what if you turn? What if you rotate your body? Oh, hey, suddenly we can shoot a man. Or stab him. Stab him. Thank you.
Blimey!
I don't think you can use combined range attack against dudes in melee. Yes. We'll just have you toss some smoke. I would move you over here, but I don't want you in the way of the warjacks having to move, which is a thing that happened this turn. Last turn. No, my guy. Okay. So we got some dudes over here, so it's definitely going to be a movement kind of turn. Range one. This guy, if you can take that guy out, that'd be great. Perfect. Jakes. Yes. Energizer again. Have you move over to here. Activate these fine gentlemen. Oh my god!
Ambush! We're being flanked, ma'am. Iron Fangs!
Sergeant, you and your men hold off those Winter Guard. I'll handle the pikemen.
You're volunteering a lot for the fact that they just appeared and I have no way to actually deal with them. Right, it's still Energizer. So we will have... over there. You here. And then Jake's. He's looking. Oh shit. Okay. We lost Jake's turn. This is fine. We'll just have you charge here. God, you're a horrible warjack. See, do what he does. Actually kill people. Well, that was super unproductive. We could have all of our dudes hide over here, but they don't have really long-range guns, so there's no real reason to. We're just gonna have them form a line. Form a little makeshift firing squad, as it were. You've already gone. You stabbed a guy. Good job. Oh shit, that's our first casualty. Jimbo, no! He had a family. They're all outside of range, that's fine. Jakes is just gonna have to go whirlwind of death. So. Charge. I guess that's the... Oh, that's... Yeah, this guy. We'll have her charge here. Good attack. Additional. Yes, because that one costs 1, so this is the free one. Stab him. He is still alive. So we'll buy another attack, boost to hit. And then buy another attack and boost the damage. And then just attack. Yeah, I didn't think that one would do much. You have sprint, but I don't want to use it. I think they want to just have you be tied down and melee like that. Other turn action available. No? We don't want it. Thank you. Jakes? I swear to God. Fine. Jakes, please. Okay. She
Yes, ma'am.
needed to move for some reason. She desired it within her heart of hearts.
Blimey!
Blimey. Screw that guy. And you, fine gentleman, commence the murder. I said murder. Jesus, you're bad at this. Show him how it's done. Not like that. Fucking worthless. Your men are dying. Oh my God. Wow. You are the worst warjacks in the entire Signarin army. From Jake's requirement to dance 5 feet to the right, and your ability to just get knocked on your ass. Look at that. You're so discombobulated you've got wires coming out of your forehead or chin, and you're not supposed to be there. You're breaking the physics of your model because you're so bad at it. You, movement. Yeah, stand up. Hit him. Jesus fucking Christ. Eventually I have to roll above a 5. Someday. Oh, Jakes. Can you possibly... Why can't I make attacks? What's What's wrong? He's right there. There we go. Figured it out. This is the XCOM problem again. Okay, right. Alright. Deselect you, we'll get to run again. It's just Winterguard over here, so we'll just run off into the distance. You can be a super solo. And then these fine gentlemen.
Blimey!
Blimey! Actually fucking do something. Aim low. Units with a speed penalty can move fewer squares during their movement action and may not fall. Thanks! Did they kill my warjack? I think they did, because I can't select him. I can't touch them either, so, you know, that... Whoa! Oh, wow! 3 whole damage. I'm just... disappointed. I think the user interface is tweaking out a little bit because things are not working the way that I think they should. You?
My life for Kador.
Okay. Fantastic. Let's get you back into the fight. Oh, yeah, that's a wreck marker. I saw it highlighted for a second. Yes. I don't know what I expected. Can I combine into melee? No. Alright, time to stab a man. Oh, sure, he can stab people just fine. What the hell, man? Alright guys, let's go rescue the 4-ton robot that can't hit one guy. He just tanked a hit that probably killed a warjack. Okay, game. Okay. You have one more shot. I think that between the two of them, they hit one attack.
I face my death with courage.
So one could assume, yep, there's more stuff on the way. All right, well, we're leaving behind that warjack.
On your orders.
It is just like XCOM. Jakes, get him in your control area so that next turn we can do something. Never mind. Sure we don't do that again. So we can continue moving a little bit. Keep you under control. You can kind of see a little bit of why I hadn't completed the campaign before. These are long missions. Start with Jakes. You're going to charge. Why can't you charge? Is he too close? Charge, so we're just gonna have you run over to here. No, before that, since I can't combine ranged attack into melee, we will have you go. Shoot. I love it when the opponent AI just decides that cover is for wusses and we need to go to them. Probably on this. Gosh, we can't even move around friendly units. Okay, you. Stab him. Good. No range attacks yet. Oh.
Yonder, by the church. I'll be a gobber's groom if that ain't one of them red spell slingers.
A Grey Lord.
Nosing about for something he is. Don't seem interested in us at all. Not that I mean.
Well, I'm interested in him.
So Grey Lords are a section of the Cadoran military that are a combination of secret police and I don't know, like cult-ish. They religiously search after magical secrets to try and learn whatever they can from whatever ancient rites have been lost. They walk a fine line because a lot of stuff is just like heinously evil, like objectively, but they also want that ability to be able to use against the enemies of the motherland. So kind of difficult to figure out where the line is. Why? Weird. Got stuck moving for a second. I think that's everyone. Oh, backside. Backside. I needed that. Can I just have these guys charge him? Too close? Yeah, too close.
Charge!
And you've got terrain in the way. Oh. Alright. And now there's nothing in your way, but you still can't. Do you have ammo? Is there an ammo set that I'm unaware of?
Let sleeping bears lie, I always say.
Don't kid yourself, Sergeant. This bear isn't sleeping!
Warjack! Juggernaut class, man. Heavy as they come.
The bigger they are, the harder they... Yikes!
The harder they... Yikes! Like a goddamn Scooby-Doo villain. No, you're facing the correct direction. Might even be in her control range.
We are Iron Fang.
The Greylords promise victory for the motherland.
Oh, he
Yeah,
knows.
I wish you were bigger too.
I wish there were more than one of him. This could cost me some warjack.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if I continue to roll extremely low, I don't know if this battle is going to be for me. If I were to cast Energizer first, Jake's will get to move, which will change her facing. You, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Out of turn activation, sure. I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. Yes, yes, we're done. Okay. Now you can shoot? What happened to your charge? Come on, man. Should have been able to charge. Oh my god, he hit an Iron Fang. What the hell? Alright. I do not want to have him move. I want to have Jake's go now. I don't want him to jiffle or shuffle or anything, because he's going to take an attack of opportunity if he moves. Just end. I'm absolutely fighting the interface right now. Oh man. I would like to not be forced to do that, if at all possible. What a spry little man, just running around, having the time of his life, dodging everything. Oh boy. Here he comes. We would prefer if you stopped existing. There we go. There we... God damn it. Jakes! Stab this man! Ooh, power attacks. Power attack slam. 7 points damage. Put back 1 to 3 spaces and is knocked down. Knocking him down seems pretty good. Alright. Then he doesn't get to do nothing.
Yes, sir.
Do up some combined range attack. And... miss! I'm not sure entirely how. You have to boost damage to do any damage at all to this thing. That's not even a guarantee. And disrupted. Oof. I think we'll give you 2. I want to cast Sidekick this turn. Then we can't do any damage to this thing. It is too chunky. Power attack, bash? No. No, we don't need that. Just stab. How many focus points on me? 1 left? You have to boost the damage.
Blimey!
Ooh, 4 damage. We'll get there. Not at this rate. Well then. I could see a couple times where this could have gone better. Specifically, when all of my guys whiffed for approximately 6 turns. Even when boosting to hit. Dang, man. There was no save points in any of that.
He warned me that fighting inside the town would be tight. He was...
Yep.
You
I
must
lost to the
adapt
final
your
boss,
greatest-
and
Yes,
now
sir.
I have to do the entire thing again.
Stay alert, Gravedigger.
Ooh, boy. Well, at least I get all my dudes back. Yeah. Eek indeed. Maybe we can do better this time. Nope, doesn't look like it. Fuck me, I guess. Dude, imagine getting shot by a cannon that's clearly shooting like 50mm bullets. Some bullshit. And it's just like, 8 damage. Be cool. Be Gucci.
Blimey!
Blimey! Okay, set up the combined range attack. Kill that guy. And then the turn. My god, they do have guns. Okay, sidekick. The Lancer will receive 3. We could probably get him to kill all these guys. Allow the Charger to shoot one. Let's start by hitting this guy. Combine range. Yeah, that's fine.
Blimey!
Blimey! This guy's gonna get the full Death Star. We're charging up our hardest shot. All 5 guys powered to their maximum potential. Fully charged and operational battle station. That's a dead man. You move up. Move up. And then just have you stab a bitch. See somebody exactly there. You can even hit somebody. Alright, Jakes. Let's get you as close as possible without losing your battle group this time. Can we shoot anybody from here? I don't think so. Nope. Let's see. If if we were to spawn dudes... Okay. Oh, still can't see anybody. Everybody, run!
Blimey!
Blimey! Okay, you know what? I might actually be over this hill.
Blimey!
Okay. So we know that the Iron Fangs are going to pop out of here as soon as we get close enough. Close enough's probably here. No? Maybe it's based on what turn it is. Maybe if I go forward. No. Might just be turn-based. Okay. Jakes. Kill people. Thank you. Damn it, Jakes. I know you have... It's not mandatory. Is there an option to turn that off, whatever it is that's happening right now? Auto deselect, auto select next unit, force manual deselection. Maybe? Multiple loadouts. Clean up bodies instantly. Why would we do that? Confirm, run, use automatic facing. Confirm Fine, you know what? Fucking go over there. Jesus Christ. Nobody likes when you do this, Jakes.
Yes, ma'am.
Trying to speed this along as much as possible. I don't know how much. This might just be the last mission that we have, so hopefully
Blimey!
it works out. Goddamn XCOM, 95% chance to miss constantly. Oh, maybe it's Jake's getting to a specific location.
Ambush! We're being flanked, ma'am.
Sergeant, you and your...
That makes a lot of sense. Here we go again.
We are Iron Fang.
Okay. So an upkeep sidekick. If we give Charger 3, then we can have him shoot these pikemen. Hopefully these guys can assist that guy. And then he will whiff against that guy a whole bunch. Yeah. What is happening?
Blimey! Blimey!
12 out of 13 damage. Perfect. Can you, for the love of God, do 1 damage? That was the best turn he's ever had. Anybody left to go? No? Okay. Alright, so they've set us up with a bunch of flanks. Lancer, we'll give him 2 so that he can attack, he can boost a hit and damage that guy. Jake's can have her 2, the Charger can just have 1. And we'll take care of that. And hopefully these guys can figure out some pikemen, I guess. Jake's mandatory movement added again. So you, gentlemen, can combine ranged. If we have you go first, maybe you can kill him before. Well, okay. So if I have these guys shoot him and they happen to kill him, then
Yes, sir.
he can move and deal with somebody else. If I have him do it, then he's stuck there. 7 out of 8. Are you kidding me? Yup.
Blimey!
Blasting pikes ready.
Well, got him. Give the Lancer 3 so that he can go stab people, and yeah, Jake's. Charger can do something with this. Sure why they don't have line of sight where they're standing. Well, at least it wasn't 7 out of 8. The trenches are goddamn heroes, man. Woo! Okay.
My life for Kador.
You know, for being called a charger, it has a gun and it really should not be charging. Cool. Might actually replicate the tabletop a little bit better than normal, because I do recall me missing a whole bunch of attack rolls that I should have had. Just rolling snake eyes to hit at the worst possible moment. shoot. That is a gun shot. In theory, Diggs should be able to come up, just murder this guy dead, and then sprint away. And sprint away. And then everybody else can move up. Blimey! I think we have one more guy live at this point than we did last game. Last time we attempted the mission. Lancer can get a full complement. Jake's isn't going to be able to get it somewhere, so we'll have the charger shoot. I don't think he can actually damage me. Oh, I guess he can if he rolls really well. Sure can. 8 out of 9 damage, though. There's no way I'm going to be able to shoot through some guy here, so we'll just have Jake's move up. Screw that guy in particular. And then you guys can move up into cover. So next turn...
Lieutenant, yonder by the church.
A great...
Nosing above.
A crit.
Don't seem interested in us at all.
Well, I'm interested...
Blimey!
She's interested in the van. Charge! Charger getting all the stuff, upkeeping sidekick, and the Lancer, I guess, can. We'll just have you go. Hopefully, you, if all goes well, I can just have you go both of these guys. Nope, of course not. A miss. Oh my god. we'll have... We can just run over to here. And then maybe Jakes can... Welcome back. We are struggle busing. That was probably the least likely shot to ever have succeeded, but it did. And then we got these gentlemen over here and the Grey Lord and his thing. So, charges back over here. I don't know if he's going to have range to those guys. We'll fill him up anyway, just for the shits and giggles. I think he will. We'll have you move up to here. Does that trigger animation? Yes, it does.
Let sleeping bears lie.
It's funny because the name of most of the Kadoran warjacks involve bears. So the fact that they're talking about a sleeping bear for the Juggernaut, one of the few that's not named after a bear, kind of funny. Alright, well, you sit there and be happy, I don't care. You still can't see anything from there, so we'll just have you run out. Waste of focus, but we weren't doing much on this turn anyway, to be fair. Jakes, please face the enemy. Thanks. We killing the Reds. The Reds need to become the Deads. We got a couple dudes over here, and we got the big boy over here. And a spellcaster, though he didn't manage to cast any spells last time we attempted this mission, which is good. He might get him off at this point, though. We'll find out. Why is this idiot facing off to the left? I'm pretty sure this guy's facing off to the right. Auto-turning. Never change. Now it looks like they have to run to get into melee. Nice.
Yeah, I wish you were bigger too.
Okay. So, charge up the charger. Lancer can charge at the Grey Lord and hopefully take him out. So we will have these guys try and take out these guys. I did say try. Never was guaranteed to succeed. Can you charge? Yes, you can. Murder that man. What did I just tell you to do? Okay, so we'll take the attack of opportunity and maneuver over to here. Shit. That's a knockdown. Yep. Okay. Well, that was pretty bad. But Jakes can at least this guy. Bring them all quite low. Get absolutely bodied by this devil. Oh my god.
We are Iron
He's
Fang.
dead now. Well, everything seems to be falling apart immediately. So I don't think that killing you is going to take down the other guy, but it'll make me feel better. Just stab you. 34 hit points and a shit ton of armor.
Blimey!
Blimey! Okay. You all need to start actually killing people back here because you are getting tied up in far too much.
I face my death with courage.
And then we need to make sure that we don't get caught in there. Facing that way. Alright, all of my warjacks are now toast. Oh, he doesn't die because he's my character. That's funny. I don't know if we can do this anymore. Where's the rifle guy? One of you has a special gun, unless it's the one guy that died, which would make sense.
Yes, sir.
It's honestly the only way that we have to deal any damage. And then Jake's is facing the wrong direction to charge. You're the best, Jake's. Go. Automatically boosted, so we'll do 2 damage. We have to boost the damage to have a chance of actually doing anything to it. May as well sit on the last one. I think that it gives us a point of armor or something. So, melee attack, full advance, parry, no. Release commander. I thought that there was a benefit for having a focus point at the end of your action. Whew. We just need to have you continue to tank this thing as we light it up with combined fire. How do you miss? It's the size of a barn! Okay, one more turn. If he doesn't body our commander right now, we should have this. Okay. Whoops.
Blimey!
Damage, of course. 3 damage. Come on. All right.
Toughest brutes on 2 legs they are.
Hey, you're dead.
No slight intended.
Any idea what he was looking for, Sergeant?
Not a clue, ma'am. But I'll tell you what I do know. You see one of them Grey Lord bastards, you're gonna see more.
They're like cockroaches. Pressure break retaking. Complete mission 2. This is the benefit of a warcaster. You can kill 3 times your own points value. Oh, the charger. Combat positioning bomb. When bandit makes a range attack range citation, it may advance 2 squares. More mandatory movement that's gonna mess me up. Fantastic.
With the town secured, Commander Sturgis was ready to board the 1st Battalion as soon as the train was made ready to travel. The men marched through the night, and by dawn were loading up. It being a 2-day round trip by rail between Fisherbrook and the coal mines, the commander estimated we'd be able to move the entire 29th to Major Brisbane's location within a fortnight.
Major Brisbane, I believe, was a demolitions expert? Like a siege commander?
The
There's always that
sergeant had
one
been right, though.
frame
That
of
wasn't
sound
the last of the Grey
explosion.
Lords we would see. What we didn't know was what they wanted, or what they were willing to do to get it.
They want ancient secrets. That's what
I'm
they
sorry,
want.
Allison. It was too soon to put you in that kind of danger alone.
I know I could have done better, but I handled that juggernaut.
Allison,
You did.
you performed admirably. The mistake was mine. I was too concerned about the delay caused by yesterday's ambush, and as a result, I underestimated the threat ahead. Always trust your instinct, Allison. The battlefield is a dynamic environment, constantly changing. Never be afraid to alter plans. You are too important to Signar, Allison. Too important to me.
Oh, she's tall.
We're under attack! Cadorans at the gates! The right to breach the walls!
Let nothing near that train, Lieutenant.
Commander, I can fight!
Without that train, we lose the Thornwood. Guard it at all cost.
Brilliant. I'm going to be a journeyman forever. How am I supposed to prove myself if I'm going to be left behind like a child now?
Well, maybe because you're a child.
Maybe you could start with that lot, ma'am.
Maybe kill the people that are attacking us now. I don't know what the objective is. I don't know if I'm supposed to go over to here, but it sure is a yellow zone. Maybe that's part of my control. You're focused at the charger. There's nobody on this side. This looks suspiciously like a battlefield that we'll have to deal with later. And these guys are... What's the minimum required move that I have to make to get you? Oh. Come up. We don't need to overexert ourselves running out of defensive formation we already have set up. Dang it. Yep. Mandatory out of turn movement. Messing me up. Miss. Could have Jake's. Okay. Fucking hell. Grape shot. Oh my god. Ooh, assault commandos. These guys are much more special forces than the standard Winter Guard. They've got gas masks, they've got a suite of alchemical shot in their weapons that they can use, such as stinking clouds and stuff, smoke clouds. They've got their shields, so they've got their shield wall that they can do. Many attacks, I think they can actually hit people with a shield. So they're actually really going to be a pain in the butt, most likely. But they are way the hell over there. At least a turn or two away running to get there. So we're just gonna go ahead and continue with what we've been. Which is failing miserably to kill one guy. Thank you. Allied, defend the district, intercept the mysterious line, and keep working. That may be more information than we need, because there hasn't been a mysterious Signarin, and we didn't know that it was Rourke. Cockroaches. Okay, anybody coming from this direction? A couple of them, that's fine. I don't think that we have anybody we can really attack this turn. I think this is just going to be a bunker down turn. Behind me! Blimey. Hey look, a mysterious Signarin.
Hold the train! Fucking hell! Assault commandos! Hold your breath, mates!
Wait!
I say, hold the bloody train!
Keep those commandos off him!
If I'm not mistaken, that's a gun mage. Gun mages have different runic abilities that they can imbue into each shot that they take, and just kind of go nuts with it. They can, depending on which army has them, they can do all sorts of stuff. Oh, good shot. Decent turn. I've seen better. Genocide, yes, but... Okay, so...
On your orders.
Relatively certain at this point in the timeline, there's only one commander that actually used this assault commandos. So we might see. We might see Commander Strike. He's like the Special Forces guy. The Special Forces. So we're gonna kill that guy, and hopefully we can take out a couple of these guys. So we can definitely allocate a bunch of focus orders. Yes. Thanks. Remove this man from the earth.
My life, Orcado.
Much appreciated. Nice. 2 shots, 2 kills. These fine gentlemen. I should have another shot first. Oh well. Boost the hit. And for 12 damage, we'll boost the damage. Nice, we finally got everybody... Oh, we got shot in the back. Finally got everybody doing a task. Target-rich environment. Jesus, that's a lot of them. Oh my god, they're coming in waves now. They're way out there, so we probably don't need to use the charger this turn for that. So, Lancer's going to be tied up in the middle. Actually, we could do... Let's try... Move around here and then shoot that guy. Four hit points, 9 hit points, so it would be better to have this guy go. want you to clobber this time. Participate. I just have you back to here and swing up. Okay. That's gonna be it for me. Boy. That guy seems like he's gonna have a bad day in just a moment. Upkeeping sidekick. He has some shots to take Lancer, not as much. Which is close to me to shoot those two guys. Miss. And then the other guys don't exactly have the range to get that guy, but he's gonna run. So Jake's come over to here. Take out this one. Here. And nobody else in range.
Yes, them.
Come on, Rourke. Do not die during your cinematic escape. The fault will absolutely be yours. So this guy we can probably kill with one attack from this guy, so we'll just press one here. These guys get out of range. I don't want to commit this guy running that way. And again. Do I have to go and save him? Is that what I'm supposed to do? You start going over there, and Jake's follow. These guys, do you have a shot? Do good.
Yes, sir.
Weird how to mess this guy out. Which one didn't move? I think you didn't. Shit. Yeah, I do think that I'm supposed to be helping this guy. Maybe I should have started towards him earlier.
I guess that's that.
One hit wonder. God damn it. This game is rough. Between the forced movement not allowing me to turn at the end of it, and the forced movement, and then just making the dice roll can just turn against you in a hurry. There's not even a difficulty slider to this game. I'm not even playing on easy, medium, or hard difficulty. This is just the way it is. It's a bit longer than I wanted to play today. I want to spend another 20 minutes on this one, so I think I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for coming today. It was nice to see you. Next day off is Friday, but I've got stuff planned for after. So probably, if you want, we can plan again, same time next week for a game. It doesn't have to be this one. I just wanted to play something that I wanted to play, honestly. Do a small amount of gushing about a IP property that I used to really enjoy. I never got rid of my bottles. I have a bajillion of them. And I've even got one... I can see a bunch of them from where I'm sitting. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Okay, so same time next week. Did you want the same game, or did you want me to switch to something else? I could go to RimWorld if you really want to. Anything really. I will do what the people demand. Can I make a poll? Is that a thing that I have access to? There's no... The game doesn't have that thing where I can have sound in the background. How do I see the live stream that I'm actually in? You're invested in the storyline? Fantastic. Start a poll. Ask a question. Should we play the same game? Yes. Warmachine. Or no. Something else. We're gonna force engagement. It's looking like yes, Warmachine. All right, let me close the poll. All right, dope. We'll do Warmachine again next week, and it'll be fun. We still haven't got to the part that I haven't played before. I'm just not remembering most of what happens. Ooh. Hopefully I can yap again about some more lore. I didn't get much sleep the other day, so sorry if I was a little bit less talking than usual. If you want me to talk more, just talk bullshit. Like, say something that I can respond to. I will definitely respond. But other than that, that's all I've got for today. I'm going to go and probably nothing is open. It's after 2, so even Taco Bell is closed. What are we doing for food? I'll find something. If nothing else, I can just warm up a burger patty. The default answer is usually air fry a hamburger patty and have a quick burger. That's a lie. The default answer is to make a breakfast sandwich. I've been obsessed with making breakfast sandwiches lately. Currently, I have a little bit of sausage, some American cheese. I got some sourdough English muffins that a friend gave me because I made him a breakfast roll, and apparently they were on sale, so he picked me up the entire pack to make up for it. I'm just hungry, so I'm gonna go eat something. I will see you next week, and yeah, hopefully we will do better than this time. Other than random super solo just getting ganked in one round, we'll have to go and save his ass. Okay. Bye. See you next time. Toodaloo.